All right, everyone, here we go with 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me. Although this could easily, I was going to put this as a singles read. I think I mentioned it on one of the extendeds I did recently. But I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to pull a random read here. This is for those of you, it keeps coming up in readings that a good number of you watching you think you're watching about your runner, but you're actually watching about a new energy that's approaching you, someone new. Pretty powerful soulmate, I might add. I did a pre-shuffle on it. I'm going to pull on that energy like I said I was going to do, and I'm going to do it right now. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. You're here because every time I say there's a new soulmate around you, you perk up. All right? All right. Well, there we go. This reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, but you are all the Empress, and that's why. That energy is strong. You're radiating 417 hertz like a goddamn 417 hertz radio station, okay? This is just on the surface. So I know you're radiating this energy. So whether you feel like, and don't give me, Steve, I'm crying in the corner, I'm not the Empress, don't give me any of that. It doesn't matter. This is how you're perceived. Any PR agency will tell you it's all about perception, right? It's all about perception. Well, it is. It's all about perception, and this is how you're being perceived. It's crossed by the Ten of Wands. You're hard to resist on the surface. All right, all right. Underneath that is 2 wands. You've got an energy that's approaching. This sometimes is read as an energy of someone setting the intention to come towards you. It's really here symbolically as something's about to happen. You got more going on than you think you do. And don't be that person sitting there telling me nothing's happened, Steve. I'm re-virgined. You know, it's been a while, right? I mean, something's about to pop here, okay? And I see that with the Ten of Wands. That's a dam about to break. Tens are the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning, all right? So there's something here around you that you might be unaware of. I think a lot of you are unaware of who this is, all right? And I'm not saying you don't already know them. I'm just saying you're completely unaware that they're feeling you as this. When somebody's feeling you as this, they got to have it. Everybody wants to bang the Empress, but not everybody gets to. It's my way of phrasing you're very attractive. All right, very attractive. Underneath that is 4 cups. There is a level, well, I'm going to show you what's under this before I talk about it, and it's the 10 swords. There's a good chance, it's sort of what goes along the lines, the 10 swords is bookending the Empress. In other words, this energy that's around you on one level might feel like you're unapproachable, might feel like there isn't a chance anyway, kind of a thing. You're out of their league, that kind of thing. It's possible. But I think the majority energy is here is that, and this comes up a lot when I pull singles reads, is this might not be somebody that you feel the same way about. Okay? And that can pose a problem, and that's why I'm glad you're in the Empress, because the Empress has a lot of empathy. And you're not going to do anything cruel, you know. I was watching an old episode the other night of Love Connection with Chuck Woolery, right? 2 and 2. We'll be back in 2 and 2, right? And I was watching, and they were talking about the date, and the girl was sitting there, and the guy was up on the screen, and the guy was just trashing this girl. She showed up. So Chuck's like, well, what did you think when you saw her? And and the guy on the screen is like being mean. He's like, well, I don't really go for chubby girls. And she was pretty tall and all this. He was just being mean. Even Chuck took a couple of shots at him, you know, just because it's like, you're being a real dick kind of a thing. You're not like that. So keep that Empress energy there. Have some empathy. You might not be interested or feel the same way about this person. It's possible. But don't be like a love connection person. Okay? It's not cool. It's not, real life isn't television for entertainment purposes. This is somebody's feelings. All right? Let's shuffle the deck. We're going to pull 3 cards and a bottom card. I'll clarify a whole shitload of stuff. Okay, let's see where we go here. Let's do it. Give me this energy. This energy that's just right there at the 2 of Wands. Right? Maybe feels that my viewer is unapproachable. Kind of a thing. The words are just for you. I've already put out there what I want. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Now, I'm not saying you don't want it. I'm just saying you might not at first. Maybe you dig into those feelings and that empathy and you give somebody a shot. I don't know. Just make sure you don't, like I always say on the singles reads, make sure you don't have some stupid checklist. All right? Don't be like that. Just go with the flow. You never know. You never know. Life often contains a lot of irony in the end when we look back on it all. And most of you are old enough to look back on something, right? You'll see the irony in there. Things you didn't think you wanted that ended up being very important, all that kind of stuff. We'll see. Things and people, I should say. Let's go. That's it. We done. Whoosh. That's our reading right there. Bottom card is the Two of Pentacles. See, you got a decision to make here in the environmental energy, and this decision creates whichever way you go. It creates a huge transformation. This is a big butterfly on this card. What's fueling this? The Magician. Yeah. Again, I talked about a big change. This is what this card is representing. This card is representing two things. One, it's representing the alchemy energy, the lead into gold. The choice you make here is important about this energy. Somebody else is making a very important choice here for them. So you got the power to destroy them or lift them up a little bit and have them walk away with a smile even if you're not interested. Right? That kind of thing. But also this is part of some kind of, what the kids like to call a soul contract that you made before you came here. Okay? It's a bit of a hocus pocus way of phrasing it. It's not exactly what happened. You didn't sit down at a desk and sign something with a pen or something. It's just a good way to phrase it so that you understand it. That's all. Okay? Let's see what's going on. 3 cards here. The Hangman. Wow. Center card. Page of Wands. Yeah. The environmental energy is encouraging you, whoever is in, I'll talk about it in terms of this incoming energy. The environmental energy is encouraging this person to come towards you. Okay? They're encouraged to do it. All right? You're encouraged to accept it, to at least go on the adventure a little bit. You might be surprised. It's kind of an energy of, even if this person tells you how they feel and they're not really your thing, you might be surprised if you give them a chance. All right? It can change. Giving them a chance can change your whole perspective. All right? That's a simple way to put it. I like to keep things simple here. All right? Not my job to confuse people. What's red with the Hangman? Yeah, Judgment. See? That's powerful. And what did I say? Rewind. This is God, source, the universe itself. Judgment right here. All right? Archangel Gabriel energy. I said the universe, the energy around you, the environmental energy, is encouraging you to give this person a chance. It's encouraging this person to come in. This is all divinely guided. It's part of a soul contract. It really is. I don't like saying it's a test because that bothers people. I can dig it. I don't want some fucking universe that wants to test me all the way. I hate taking tests. I don't even like it when the DMV makes me take a test. You know, I don't like it. But it's an easy way to phrase it. It is kind of a test to test the horsepower of that Empress energy a little bit, to see what you're going to do. See if you're going to get kicked back to a Fool on the same level to relearn some lessons, or if you're going to move to the World card after Judgment and get to a Fool on a new level and start a new path on a higher vibration. Okay? I'm going to phrase it like that. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to grab the Light Seer. I'm going to pull... I'm just going to see what it wants to tell me about the Page of Wands. I was going to say I was going to pull on you, but I'm not sure here. Page of Wands. Tell me about it. I think, as is often the case with these things that feel testy to me, feel like a test, this is someone a little different. It might not even be, and don't try to sit out there and go, oh, I think I know who this is. I doubt it. I doubt it. You might be, right? Hey, I don't know. You might be you might be the warlock on the hill. I don't know, right? But I don't think this is who you think it is. All right, and that's where some surprise can come in, right? That's where that the Four of Cups in the pre-shuffle and the Ten of Swords that came after it, that energy often feels to me, because I just feel the energy and then I translate it into words. It feels like a pit in your stomach, kind of a thing, right? It's like a cousin tells you that they want to bang you. You're like, oh God, imagine how you'd feel, right? Oh wait, oh hell no. Right? Like that little pit in your stomach, like what the fuck? I was expecting a new soulmate. Steve said a new soulmate was coming. It's my cousin Jimmy. What the fuck? You know, it's like that. It's like that kind of energy. I think you might react that way to this, and I get that a lot, and I get it a lot on new people because as you guys grow your vibration, you do get tested. You do. It's just the way it is. Like it or don't like it, we're here to learn. All right? Kids who are in school to learn get tested. It's how they learn. Right? Now you see how far you've come. These are the types of things that show you how far you've come or not. All right, let's go. Yep, this is a very strong connection. The Emperor is crossing the Page of Wands. You're in the power position here, number one. Number two, it is a divine masculine energy that is attached to you, that is floating around, on par with the original runner that a lot of you are watching tarot readings for. Okay, this is another one of those life-changing people. What I like to call shifting gears in our life, right? You might be in third gear right now. This is the energy that pushes the clutch in for you to go to fourth. It is one of those moments. It is one of those things. All right, what's on top? Two of Wands again came back. Yeah, this energy will make a move. I don't like making predictions like that because I can't predict free will, but it's just the way the energy feels. Yep, Well, I say that because she's going to have to, right? The apartment's empty, moving truck down on the ground. You can sit there all you want and think about it, but you're paying those guys by the hour down there with the truck. You know, she's going to move, right? All the stuff's out. Already gave the 30-day notice. So it's an energy that will make a move. Why is the Two of Wands here? The Five of Cups. And again, there is some disappointment attached to this. See, I knew you'd show up in here. It's mostly them and you. That's why I didn't want to just pull on you here. That's why I stopped myself. There is some disappointment here, a little bit. There is a little bit. Don't make this... I'm going to say this, and I don't like using words like this. I don't like using words like test. I don't like using soul contract. I try to explain it all simply, take the hocus pocus out of it. The universe is encouraging you, do not make this person regret telling you how they feel. And I understand that on an energy level, okay? There's nothing, almost nothing worse you can do than ruin somebody's day. Right? I always tell people that if you're having a bad day, keep it to yourself. Don't go out and ruin somebody else's day just to try and make yourself feel better. It will come back on you threefold almost instantly. It's like, don't make this person regret coming towards you and telling you how they feel. On your side, there's a little bit of disappointment here. It just comes up. It's not really a meaning of the card. It's just part of the energy. I feel it. And if you do make this person regret coming forward and telling you how they feel because it's not who you expected or whatever, you're gonna regret that. It loops back around and you're gonna regret it, but 3 times worse than they regret coming towards. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's pull on Judgment. All right, let's pull on the Hangman. I'm gonna change my mind again. All right, Hangman, tell me about it. This energy it's there. It's just there. It's right there on the fence kind of a thing. That's one of the energies here attached to the Hangman. Right? A big decision is coming up for you very quickly here. Very soon. Now, I'm not divining that far out. I never do. Hangman. What's this going on here? Why is this here in regard to this connection? Why is the Hangman here in regard to this connection? Let's just move through the energy here. See what the universe will tell us. I think I know already, but yeah. It's crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. Think about it this way. I'm going to give you an example because this is a liberation energy, okay? It's an independent energy kind of a thing. But it's mostly the liberation aspect of it that's coming off of it here. I'll give you an example. The Hangman is here in regard to this connection due to a perspective thing. Imagine you have just as an example, you have a friend and you're hanging out with them and you've been friends a long time. You're hanging out and then they tell you how they feel, okay? The perspective that the universe wants you to take on that, whether you're interested or not, let's say you're not interested, the perspective the universe wants you to take on that is, well, at least now I know, right? You don't have to not be friends with them anymore. That's maybe up to them whether they can handle it or not, right? But for you, it's one of those perspectives of at least you know. Knowledge is power, right? So you might be more careful around that person going forward. Maybe touch them a little less, hug them a little less. It's possible, right? Don't lead them on. No flirting, no innuendo, that kind of thing if you're not interested. It's that sort of thing. But it's also liberating for this person, because this person that's attached to you, there's 10 wands that we saw in the pre-shuffle. There's a lot of pressure here. It's starting to, you know, you're starting to get very, very irresistible to this person. All right, what's on top? Yeah, the 7 of Cups. It alleviates confusion. All right, again, it's what I just said in my example. There's no confusion here when you know how somebody feels. And it's no confusion for them when they know how you feel. All right? Why is 7 Cups here? The 4 of Wands. Now you can both, regardless of what happens, you go for it, you don't go for it. You can both move in the right direction. You can both start down a new path. Okay? Until that happens, until somebody says something, that 10 of Wands building up, there's no way for them in particular to move forward. So that's why I say definitely happening, or as close to definitely as I can give you, because I can't read free will. Let's talk about the Judgment card. Wise Judgment here. So I'm going to dig into the soul contract a little bit. We'll call it that. I hate calling it that, but we will. We're going to dig into the soul contract. We'll go see what you signed. Okay? Can we phrase it that way? You get it? We're going to see what you see, because you obviously didn't read it. All right? I don't know if all of you are my sister watching, but she very commonly just signs shit without reading it. And then puts my name as the guaranteer on it without even consulting me. But either way, Judgment. So I'll do for you what I often do for her, which is give me that fucking thing. I'm going to read this, which is what you should have done before you put your John Hancock on it. What's going on here? Judgment. What's this soul contract about? What did my viewers sign? I'm going to put that down. I can't get an answer out of that. I'm going to go to the witches. I can get an answer. I'll show you what's at the bottom. It's the World. And I'm going to put it right there. It's the World. All right, it's the most powerful card I could pull. We'll come back to that deck. I want to see what comes up in another deck. When I'm pulling on something like this, I want to go as deep as I can. Yeah, and the World is great. I mean, if I'm to take that as the environmental energy, which I only feel is part of it, yeah, it's what I already talked about. Judgment. You've got to get to the World. It's a test. Okay? The World is here because it's a test. We get tested at Judgment. We get tested. Right? We get tested. You got to get past Judgment to get to the World, which takes you to a Fool on a new level. It's testing that Empress energy out. You know, are you ready yet for a real deal new soulmate? It's part of what you say. It's how things work. I don't like it any more than you do, right? I don't like it. What's going on? Let's see what the witches have to say in contrast. Judgment. What's the crossing card? The Ace of Swords. It's a new beginning. It's a how do I phrase this? It's a reconciliation of the Empress energy. It's what I was talking about it's a reconciliation energy, but that can be within yourself as well. So we do have. I wanted to get some backup. Now we'll see. We have our confirmation. That's supposed to be there. Now what's here? King of Cups. We're going to pull 2 sets. I'm going to pull the top cards from the witches too. The King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords brings a message of change. So it's almost like, and I'm going to phrase it like this. It's just me phrasing it, so whatever. It's almost like the universe here is sending you someone new, something different, something that's not part of your checklist, just to see what you'll do. Okay? Just to see will you run or will you stay or will you whatever. Again, it's all part of that test thing. The Empress is in complete control of his or her emotions. And so is the King of Cups in this context. What's on top from the Witches? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. The energy that's coming in might not be what you're used to. You might be inclined to hold back, but again, encouraging you not to do that. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Four of Swords. A lot of healing. A lot of healing in a new direction here. Yeah. There's the Ace of Swords again. Look, see? Proof? You want proof? Ace of Swords from another deck. The Ace of Swords was underneath the World. But right before it is your little test, the Four of Cups. What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to reconcile that Empress energy inside you? Are you really the fucking Empress? Male or female? Or are you not quite there yet? That's not the Empress. That's not. That's somebody who, oh, this isn't what I expected. Yet the damn person is blowing a rainbow out their ass. They're perfect. They're terrific. Right? They got my wife is into watching these reality shows that are on I don't know why. She's just on a kick. She loves it. They got this show, I think it's on CW or some network like that for people way younger than me. It's called Fuckboy. Right? And continually, these girls have to pick between like two guys, let's say. One of them is a nice guy, one of them is a fuckboy, and they don't know what's what. These girls are obviously women who continually pick fuckboys all the time throughout their life. And they continue on this show to always send the nice guy home. Almost always. Almost always a fuckboy gets to stay. This is kind of what this test is here. Okay? This is one, in the context of that show, this is the nice guy. Okay? This is someone here, this is your test right there because we got the Ace of Swords with the World and I have it here. But before you can get to that, reconciling that Empress energy to move forward, to get past judgment and move to a Fool on a new level, okay? You're going to be presented with a nice guy that's not what you're used to, male or female. I'm just using the fuckboy example, right? This person here reacting this way to rainbows shooting out this person's ass. That's the test. What are you going to do, right? That's what it is. And that's that new energy that's attached. All of you have grown a lot from the runner. You've all raised your vibration quite a bit. It's not unlikely that the universe would do this, that you would attract someone new on a higher vibration. But a higher vibrational person, someone who meets your level, isn't necessarily your usual type. Your usual type, apparently, from the runners, is a lower vibrational person, right? The fuckboy, if you will. The King of Wands, the Burger King, what they always represent. So you're being presented with somebody who's not a fuckboy this time. Somebody who's the nice guy. See what happens, right? Again, watch the reading a couple of times. I gave you some advice of what the universe is trying to say here. This is the energy that's attached. I feel very strongly they make a move. And I'm going to shuffle on that. I'm going to pull the World out of there, right? And I'm going to put this here to remind you they're shooting a rainbow out their ass, all right? Oh, yeah, disappointment. There it is. I felt it off of that. There's the disappointment again. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to pull on the Two of Wands before we go, and then we're going to go. Tell me about the Two of Wands. What are they going to do here? What can my viewer expect? What's going to happen? I mean, it's the best. I can't predict free will, but I can at least tell you which way the wind is going to blow here. Okay? Let's see. I knew I was going to get that card. I should have said something. I'd have seemed really cool. Right? He predicted it. Oh my God. Well, I did. It's Temperance. Yeah. Somebody. This keeps coming up in the reading. It's sometimes in the readings I do. Okay. Sometimes it's in relation to the runner. Sometimes it's just the incoming energy, which can be this new energy. Somebody here is waiting for the right moment. In the in the animal deck, this is the great blue heron, right? Very patient hunter. Somebody's waiting for the right moment, but they will act. They will do it. Yeah, waiting for the right moment, maybe to catch you in the right mood. Possibly. This is especially true if it's a friend that wants to tell you that they want more, or a coworker that you only see every once in a while that wants more. You got to be in the right mood. You're waiting for that moment, you know. catch somebody at the right time. Like when you're a kid, you need to ask your mom to do something. You know, can I go so-and-so place? You don't want to catch her when she's all pissed off, right? You want to catch her when she's happy, right? And all that kind of thing. It's like that. It's that kind of energy. Chariot, yeah, they will make a move. They will. It's a chariot. It's close to a guarantee as I can give you. Reason being, the emperor was crossing over here, right? Originally. So, yeah, the chariot, yeah, and the eight cups. Same kind of contrast. Somebody makes a move, and it looks like you have the opportunity to disappoint them. They come charging in, and you know, that's one layer of energy. It says the same thing that these two say. When I pull on the Two of Wands, it says the same thing. In another layer of energy, okay, this is an energy that comes in. That right moment is before somebody else snatches you up or before you get away, trying to catch you. They can sense that you're on the way to your Nine of Cups and they won't come with you, right? You can either take them or not, but pay attention to what I said around the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? I hate using words like test and shit like that, but that's just how energy works. It's just a word. It's a word that everybody understands. All right? We are here in these bodies, in this life, to learn, to grow our energy, to increase wisdom. Right? The whole damn lifetime that we're living here is a fucking test. Deal with it. It is. Most people fail it, and they get kicked back to a fool on the same level, and they just repeat over and over again each time they croak. Right? The idea is to learn and grow and be better and move to a new level. This is your chance. And you don't have to stay with this person forever. You just got to give the rainbow shooting out the ass the chance. That's all. All right? Or at least be kind if you dismiss them. Right? That too will bring you some. So that'll pass the test as well. Again, hating using the word test, but it is what it is. All right. That's your reading. Good luck.